foodies, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be using a new product that I picked up. When I say new, I actually bought it from the second-hand shop, or whatever you want to call a thrift shop. And I kid you not, I only paid €5 for this. So you can see the top of it, but you can't see all of it, but you will be seeing all of it because I'm going to be cooking a beef brisket that I got that was reduced. Original price was €8.60 and this has been thawing out. So I'm going to put this on my work counter and I will show you what it is. So as you can see, this is the top of it. And this is the rest of it. Now this is a Halogen Oven air fryer. I've already tested it out to make sure it was in working order, that it's working perfectly. So as you can see, you have your timer switch here and you have your heating here. Now what's good about this one, it also has its own wash. So you can wash it out after you've finished. You can put it in the dishwasher, I suppose, but like if you want to be lazy or you don't want to break it, then that's what I do. Now there's a handle there to take it off, and inside we have a large rack. We have a small, well, I wouldn't say small, but you could use this for a pizza base or whatever. And this is a small rack. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put my beef brisket in. Now I'm only going to put a little bit of salt and a little bit of pepper on because I don't want to do too much to it. As you know, my hubby doesn't like spices. So that's my beef brisket in. I'm going to leave it on there. Now, obviously, I'm going to let this cook for a small while before I put in potatoes, because I'm going to be doing roasties in here and I'm going to be doing my veg in here. But I'm going to give this chance to come between halfway and then I will add my other things. So to show you how it goes on, we put the lid back on. We plug the unit in. And I'm going to put this on 200, which as you see there, I already have it on 200. And I'm going to do this timer for an hour. Now it might not take that, it might take that. I'm not sure, as I said, I've only given it a little test run. And that was for a pizza, just to make sure it was working. So this is the first time I'm going to be using it fully. So now I'm going to turn it on to 60, and as you can see, or maybe you can't, there's two lights switched on, but because of the light of the halogen, you can't actually see that. So I'm going to let this cook away, and when we come to the next parts, I will bring you back. Now as that's cooking, I want to show you some books that I picked up along with this. I paid €3 for all of the books, and there's 4 of them. So we have the Halogen Oven Cookbook with recipes, and there's different ones. There's sesame spice potato with cauliflower and spinach, potato and parsnip, cheese and onion layer, vegetable tart. There's things you can do with fish, There's puddings as well, or desserts, whatever you want to call them. So that's that one. Then I picked up the Everyday Halogen Oven Cookbook, which again is packed with recipes. So the recipes range from, snacks, potatoes, meat, fish, vegetarian desserts, cakes and treats, and meal planners. So that's that one. And then we have perfect baking with your halogen oven, how to create tasty bread, cupcakes, biscuits, bakes and savouries. So that's jam-packed again with lots of recipes. And then we have Halogen Heaven, the collection. And that again is just full of recipes. Barbecue shrimp, chicken nuggets, enchilada casserole, chicken and jalapeno quesadillas, fillet of beef with stout, lamb roasted with coffee. So if you want me to do any of the recipes from any of these books, then write in the comment section which book you want me to take the recipe out of, and whether it will be a dessert or a baking or just anything you really want. Just let me know. Like there's one here, pea and ham soup. So yeah, if there's any you want me to do from any of these books, as I said, just leave the book name in the description box, in the comment box. So you have the Halogen Oven Cookbook, the Everyday Halogen Oven Cookbook, the Perfect Baking with your Halogen Oven, and then the Halogen Heaven. So when the meat's done for the hour, I will bring it back, because then I'm going to be putting my roast potatoes in, and I'm going to be using broccoli and sprouts, and I'm going to be also doing them in there. So I just want to give you a little update. We're at the around 35-minute mark. And as you can see, our roast is cooking really nicely. So I'm going to put it back on again. So as you saw there, we're up at the 35-minute mark. Roast is cooking nicely. The thing I have noticed is, obviously because it's not an air fryer, you don't have to shake a basket. You don't have to turn the meat over, because the air is circulating underneath that rack. So there's no turning over. It's basically just putting your meat in there and setting it for a time and then cooking it. Now the one thing I will say is, obviously the glass bowl that it's in will be hot, so make sure you keep it out of the reach of children, because they will get burnt. But obviously, as long as you don't touch that glass, you're fine. Another thing, as with all electrical equipment, don't just leave it and then wander away. You should be doing that anyway with any electrical equipment that you're using. So when I'm ready to put the the potatoes in, now I'm not going to boil these potatoes, I'm just going to put them in as, and we'll see how they turn out. And then I will put the rest of my ingredients in there, as I've given the roast potatoes some time, and then I will put on some potatoes to boil so that we have mash as well. So we're now coming up to the 15-minute mark left, so I'm just going to take that off. Now I did turn my roast over because I want it crispy everywhere. But now I'm going to add my potatoes. Now I did put a little bit of oil on these potatoes. I'm just going to put them around. I'm going to let these cook for a small while before I put the vegetables in, because obviously the vegetables are just frozen ones. So there's my roast potatoes in. I'm going to let this timer go off for the 15 minutes and then I'll probably add more, obviously. So this is on its last 5 minutes, so I'm going to check the internal temperature because I don't want it overcooked. So straight in the middle. Just so you can see what we're at so far. So this is 1:49. So we're going to leave it in there for a bit longer because we want it to 192 to 202. So I'm now going to put this on for another 30 minutes and then I'll bring it back. So as you can see, I've just took my meat out because it's going to only need another 20 minutes or so. So I'm just coating these roast potatoes with the juices. And then I'm going to add my broccoli. So now that's my broccoli. And I'm going to add my sprouts. And then I'm going to add my roast back in. So the skin side up, so it crisps up. And then all we do is put that down again. Now as you can see, the meal is now ready. So now I'm going to give this a taste test. It cuts really easily. So there's my beef brisket. It's moist. It's juicy, very flavoursome. I'm just trying to get my vegetables on. So there's some with some veg. Roast potato. They're really, really nice. You can taste the beef drippings on the roast potatoes. That comes through really beautifully. Brussels sprout. I know not everyone likes Brussels sprouts. Oh, that's hot. Again, because it was cooked in the beef, it has a lot of flavour. It's not just a typical sprouty flavour. Nice charring on the broccoli head. That is a really nice dinner. Now it took just over an hour and a half, which I think is really good going. As you saw, excuse me. As you saw, you don't really have to turn it over. I just wanted to. Excuse me. What do I think of it? I think it's a really, really good machine. Yeah, I got it from a thrift shop, but if I was looking to buy a brand new one. It just happened I was lucky to find that one. I would recommend that. I really recommend that, because you can see how things are cooking, unlike the normal air fryers. I have a lot more juices, a lot more flavour, because obviously everything's cooked with the beef, different stages. But yeah, that worked out brilliantly. Yeah, I'd recommend one. If you can get one, whether it's on sale, in a second-hand shop, thrift shop, then I'd definitely pick it up. I really would. As I said, my first test was a packet bought pizza, and that was done within 5-6 minutes, and it was perfect. But I wanted to see how it would do a Sunday dinner. So if you like the content, please give it a like. Please consider subscribing. Don't forget to click the notification bell for all uploads. Don't forget to leave a comment in the comment box. And until the next one, thank you for watching, foodies. I'm going to enjoy my dinner. Have fun. Stay warm. Goodbye.